Information. How much do you have? How much do you need? What should you be looking at? What should you be searching for? Information. Do you need all the information? 189, 189, 18 and 9. Addresses on the left, addresses on the right. They're different. Do you need to know that? You come to the four corners of a street. Are there 4 stop signs? But on one side of the street, there's no stop sign because it's a drive-through. You have the stop sign on that side and you have the stop sign on that side. So you have 4 stop signs, but there's actually 8 ways, this way and that way. If you go down a one-way street and it's a dead end, how do you get out of the one-way street? You look at a building, there are 6 apartments. Are there any back doors and how many windows? How much information do we need? There's a building, it's empty. Right away my head starts to think, how can I rent that building? What can I do with that building? What do I need that building for? It's raining right now, but it's not raining under the tree. How come I went out if I thought it was going to rain? Why do I need to be rained on? How much information do we need? And it's really going to rain hard. Information. Information separation. I'm on the right side of the street is the even numbers. But is it the even numbers? Address is 222, that's 6. Address is 22, that's 4. The address is 218, that's 11, that's 2. So great. So what is the next address on the street? Can you get the address at 126? That would be even, right? But if it starts with a 1, 2, 6, that would be 9, so that would be odd. So if it starts with an odd, and you have a second odd, but then you have an even, you end up with an even. But if you have one odd and 2 evens, you end up with evens. What is it to have freedom? And what is too much freedom? What is it like to have a car that can do more than the speed limit? How much more of the speed limit do we need? Coming to a 4-way stop. 4-way stop. 4 ways. And once they stop, I can go. Once this car is going, I can go. Crossing the road, seeing the cars go all around me. Is the car going to stop? I have to make sure the cars stop as I'm walking down the street. Is it illegal to be walking and talking while I'm walking? And here's so many new businesses that came out, a little frustrating. I knew this would have happened. I knew that would have happened. I thought of this and I thought of that. How come I didn't do this and how come I didn't do that? How could I have done that to make money or this to make money? How much in a rush? How much in a rush am I that somebody has to park halfway on the sidewalk and just get out of the car? So I'm walking down the road. Just walking down the road. Went for a walk. Look at this tree, how it came together. Listen to that wind. It's windy outside. The winds are blowing. The winds are blowing and it's windy outside. Got a bike rack on the car. Got another stop sign. It's a 4-way. Right? 4-way and an 8-way. You're going straight through. You don't turn left. You don't turn right. What does it all mean? What is the secondary meaning of the reality of everything? Why do we need so much information? Information overload. How much should I remember? Is there anything that I really forget? Do you ever forget everything you learn? And once you learned it, is it forgotten forever? Or will you remember when it's time? When do you need to remember something? Where does that information go? There's all kinds of talk. The conscience, the subconscious. Is it the RAM? Do you plug in a USB key? Do you put in the walls? Electricity? Do we take electric for granted? Well, at this point in time, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing about right now, what I'm thinking. Let me tell you right now what I'm thinking. What I'd love right now is no electricity. Now, water is a different story. Where do you get your water from? Friends, no electricity, and a farm Where would you put 7 billion people? To get back into the original. And how did this world come to be where it is? How did this world come to be where it is? Electricity. Electric. Natural electricity from the system. A built planet. But then when was it built? And if that was built, what was built first? I don't want to go back to how something was started right at the early beginning, when the gates of Omega opened up. The two sides of the egg, one feeding off the other. Where do we go? Where does the elastic band go when you die? What happens? I'm still walking. Everybody's in the house playing video games. Me, I had to take a walk. Take a walk. I just can't sit in the house and play video games when I was younger. I like to sit down by my computer and just figure out little its and bits and figure out how we got here. How we got to this planet, what we're doing at this planet, why we're here and what's happening. What's been happening for the last 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 years. What happened to all the books? Where are all the books? What happened to all the books? Let me turn this around. What happened to all the books? They're burning all the books. How can we remember? How can we look back at all the books if they're burning all the books? And then who said all the books are right? Or who wrote the books? And did they write the truth in the books? And what part of the book is true and what part of the book is fiction? And that's what's great about any kind of book, because left, right, and the road that was traveled when writing the book. I can write a book. You don't know the truth about the book. Am I writing the truth? Who am I? You have to know about conscious is something electric. We are thoughts electrical in the mind of God. I think the same way. I think the same way. They remove books in history, books in time. In fact, I've looked in books and I just can't believe that some of the things that I'm reading now in books, and I really read not enough, definitely not enough, it's like somebody changed the words. And I believe that this is an electrical world, but I believe that the world we're in right now, somehow, they're going to take that electric away from us. Anything to cause they're calling it the Cold War, and my whole body feels cold inside. They just stopped that electric, and all I want is firewood. Firewood and food. Now, if I can't get food, where am I going to get my food from in the middle of winter? You see, I live in a place called Quebec. It snows out here. Coming November, December, January, February, March, April, there is no food out here. So what happens if I would move down to Mexico or somewhere where it's warm, where there's food all year round? But who owns all that food? What farmers own that food? Who's got control of all that food? How can we feed 7 billion people? And why shouldn't 7 billion people have a chance? Now, I don't want to say which way it was made up to be, but while 3.5 billion apparently are next to starving in this world, the way I see it, they're on the street, 3.5 billion, and the other people are living, when will it be the time that the 3.5 billion start to look towards the other 3.5 billion and come after their food? So it's going to be the people against the people, and that 1% is caused by the 1%. Oh, that's excellent. I'd love it. I'd love it. Whoop, my thing just went away. I don't read very much. In fact, my brain, when this COVID thing started, in fact, way before the COVID, because I override my brain right now is the minute I start to think, my brain shuts down, like too much information. I have to empty my brain right now. That's why you haven't seen me at home. That's why you're seeing a lot of my videos from my phone. I have to reset my mind. I'm not sure how right now. Call a doctor, take this medication, Zoloft, take Zyprexa, take this, and I cancel myself and I walk. And I just learned to breathe. And not only that, I just had something in my life that I should be grateful for, and I'm not grateful. I just had a cap put on my teeth right over here. I don't know if you can see it, and I had one on this side and up here, and I should be grateful. I'm not, because I feel mentally, I feel that they covered up my old, what was, I don't know if you want to call them rotten and a hole in the tooth or whatever you want to call it, but I feel like because they covered up my old teeth, somehow it's playing a role in my mind. It's tearing me away. I keep thinking about, I'd rather have my old teeth. Did they cover up these teeth? Or is something in the teeth that I needed? As they dissolve away, I got smarter and smarter. Anyways, I just want to think, because that's all I think about sometimes. And the more I think about my teeth, it's just cluttering my mind. But right now, information, electricity. I'm just hoping I'm going to leave this go. I have to go in the house. It's raining out. It's cold out. I don't want to clutter my mind because the other night when I made that 1 hour video, 6 minutes at a time, that kept showing up on my video every 6 minutes, it kept starting over. I couldn't sleep the whole night because my mind just kept going. So I don't know what it means when the mind keeps going, but I didn't sleep the whole night. And I wake up every night at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and all I do is breathe for as many hours as I can, but then I got to get up and go out. I have a phone call coming in. Just give me a second. Okay, I answered them. Conscience is something electric. We are thoughts. Send me. Okay. God. I like to mark God as G and D. I like to say the O for O Canada, the A and E for the first and fifth letter, the arts and entertainment, the G and D, the seventh and the fourth letter for Jesus of time, the O for O Canada, the O for Mars. Um, Mars is just a funny word. Resident angel inside the love of the delta angle. The delta angle is a, I like, well, the delta angle, when you see delta in Greek, what the Greek looks like, but I seem to always think the delta angle is one corner and then this way. Because I think everything is this way or this way. Because this way you're only getting the center. But this way, God says from above as below. Well, above, when I look at my phone here, above is in this corner and below is over here. But you have the right side is here and the left side is over here. So, and watch the rainfall. Anyways, this is the way I look at it. Levette, love it. You have my email or not? TAC. Let me see that, what it said again. You're going to send it to my email. You have my email. Miss Levette, give me anything to look at. I want anything. I want to do the constellations. I want to match constellations. I want to be able to go constellation here, 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 and here. I want to do constellation here, 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 and here. But remember, let's do this. Because from above is below, this would be your NZ, this would be your HI, or this would be your HI, and this would be your NZ. So things are not perpendicular, horizontal, and vertical. They're like that because I get the horizontal and the vertical all in the same element. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. We want and need the extra memory. We need that memory to open up one more time. I need extra storage. Can I say USB for my RAM? Tell me what it is that I'm missing because I need more space, because every time I think, it just shuts down on me. I can't think more than one word at a time. Thank you for watching this video. I love you all that I don't know. I just know that if you're here, you love the world and you want more. And you want more, but you have to give. Thank you for watching this video. Choose.